my first body, it's a voter. Schuylkill punch where the blood mixed with the water. Got Juked and Winfield, still chase the bitch down. Dragged it back and scalped the hoe. That's how you snatch a crown. Since then I knew I had to carry fire with me. The hollows filter toxins out like a fresh kidney. Philly, Philly, where the bitches get treacherous too. And the young bulls shooting buses up after school. I can't blame them cause I carried blades as a kid. Waiting for the bell to ring so I could split a wig. It's ironic, cold hearts and souls up, turning soulless, holding a block down, masked up. I'll drop a op before I ever drop a dime, nigga. I squeeze the trigger before I ever run from a lame nigga. Wild West, where we smoke trees and Fanta leaves and bags of Fetty roll through the streets like tumbleweeds. Ain't no peace in the heart of the city or the outskirts, where showing your brotherly love could get you put in the dirt.
That's a fact, nigga. You know the fucking vibes when you step foot in Philly, nigga. Philly nigga, put your loved ones in the box quick. You pop shit and rock quick, I'm on my pop shit. You tough bitch, we gon' see after them bullets touch you. Niggas talk like ARA, but they soft as Usher. Count my day one, she'll push a bitch wig back. And be like, yeah, pussy nigga, yeah, I did that. Mess with tree, I swear to God, it's DOA. The llama spray, time to go home like my mama say. Fort OG, I stood on business and own the business. Know your business, pussy nigga, don't show your business. I stand on business, I get it how I live. Niggas try me if they want, then we run up in they crib. Spritting niggas wigs, breaking niggas ribs. Running outside cause we ain't trying to do it big. We trying to stay away from cuffs. Niggas slip and slide with it, nigga, no puff. Enough's enough. Not enough, I'm making money off that podcast. Shout out to Tree Money, with our fine ass. But besides that, I'm back up in the mission too. Come through, my trigger finger itching, what the fuck you do? Yeah, you pussy in my point of view. Niggas taking shots at me, wrong camera view. Ha, the energy is here, nigga. This my fucking yeah, nigga. Put your soul in the air, nigga.
You emotional ass niggas. Move a beat the gang.
Beat a pipe and pick a pepper, still turn on the picket side. Niggas can't survive on their own, they found a dick to ride. Suicide, watch what? Pistol on me, locked up. Marvin Sack, popped up, everything is locked up. Pussy niggas socked up, baby mom knocked up. Whip it to a rock up, ready to shoot a op up. Suit and tie, boxed up, fresher than some forces is. Niggas gon' love me, I hate me, just support the kid. Niggas thinking shits and giggles, 5 units is the middle. Legend of the hidden tempo, focus down, no incidental. Pistol on my laptop, wifey on my FaceTime. When she come home, shit, I grab her by the waistline. Dick her down on waist time, put my hood on like Trayvon. Riding down city line, bitch, I feel like AI. 2 guns on my hip, shooting like I'm AI. When my money talk, bitch, that is not an AI. Ball with a snow in the key, I feel like AI. I'm a rider in the goon, bitch, shoot you to the moon, bitch. On my wedding day, I was high off the shrooms, bitch. Street sleepers, don't get hit with that broom, bitch. All you gonna hear is that boom, 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 bitch. Then the bullets gon' zoom, bitch. We own a couple businesses. The crime scene can get uglier than infamous.
It's boom, boom, boom. All you hear is boom, boom, boom. All you hear is boom, boom, boom. All you gon' hear is the boom, boom, boom.
What's going down, y'all, man? It's your boy D Money, man. I'm full effect. Not enough wrestling. You heard? You know what I'm saying? Not enough wrestling, man. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody that's in the building, in the chat, and all of that. You know what I mean? If you're a little bit late to the show, it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna get this thing started. I'm mad I had a thumbnail for this and I have no clue why I end up being what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got no clue why I end up being like that, man. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna figure things out. You know what I'm saying? Gangle, salute. Yeah, we're gonna figure this thing out, man. This is interesting. So yeah, let's get the show started, man. Not enough wrestling, man. Let's review the trailer of WWE 2K26, man. And how this possibly can be the best game of the 2K series. Because in my opinion, this game is going too crazy. But let me see if I can use somebody else's. I want to use the 2K trailer. 2K trailer. Let me do this. 2K trailer. So I'm on the right straight in my shit. Trailer. I don't want nobody striking my channel. Let's see what I can use. That I can use. Cause I know if I use the official channel, it's gonna be an issue. Let me see what I can use. Y'all got any suggestions of what I can use, or I'll just go with my gut instinct here. All right, let me see if they want I'll draw if I play this little quick second.
The necessary fight. From day one, I was the guy who was not supposed to be here. I was a straight edge kid from Chicago who didn't look.
Okay, all right. We're gonna leave it here. So, as you see, this year you can play as CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? You can play his whole career, from his ECW matches down to his current matches. So you're playing basically his whole career. And you can even change the results of a few matches and everything like that. And then there's the Attitude Era trailer. Let me see if I can get that. And now let me try this from a different shebang bang here. All right, we're gonna try it here. Try this from a different shebang bang. See if they fuck with your boy. You know what I mean? Show this from a different shebang bang here. Okay. I'll try it from here. Okay, here we go. Wow. This is amazing.
In the lines. Because WWE just showed a trailer for WWE 2K26, and it is all featuring the Attitude Era. It goes with different superstars and all the things you think of when you hear the Attitude Era. Now, we do know that coming out of this, there is going to be an Attitude Era edition of the game. We don't know what that really means, but we do have.
First of all, if y'all look at this cover, it is lit. The cover alone is fire. Hold on, let me find. I forgot I was supposed to clean them up. Doing this new thing where I'm cleaning up, y'all. Forgot it. Now, as you see, this cover is crazy. The cover go crazy. Know what I mean? Like the real one in the greatest, most influential eras in the game. So, listen, this game is possibly gonna be one of the best games out of the 2K series, especially out of the WWE 2K series, because you get to play as The Rock, Stone Cold, China, Lita. The whole Attitude Era is on this game at once. That means when this game drops, I'm pretty sure I won't be, using none of the current roster when this Attitude Era edition drops. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else they got.
Lita, but I do see no Hardy Boys, so I don't know if they're just not featured on here or if they're going to be in the game. They're just teasing us for a later date. The big focus here is that it's going back to the Attitude Era. And if you remember, WWE 13 was all about the Attitude Era, and we had that showcase with the Attitude Era mode, and it relived some of the classic mode from the Attitude Era. They did not reveal what the actual cover superstar is yet for the game, which is weird because usually by this point, the first thing they do is
okay, all right. Dude's gonna talk forever. Listen, man. This game is gonna be one of the ones, man. Also, you get to do the Inferno matches, you get to do the dumpster matches, you get to do the TLC matches. A variety of different matchups, if you will. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yo, I suggest y'all go get the game. Cause it's gonna be fire, man. And then they got the Monday Night Raw edition of the game as well. You know what I'm saying? So y'all might want to, you know what I mean? Y'all might want to cop up, man. It definitely gonna be one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So make sure y'all cop it when it drops, man. Y'all cop it when it drops. Now, let's convert over to this week, right? So this week on Monday Night Raw, they had the whole Finn Balor CM Punk promo. It looks like we're gonna get a rematch between Finn Balor and CM Punk and Elimination Chamber in Chicago, which is CM Punk's hometown. I don't know. I feel like this is a waste of time, but it's only a waste of time because WWE loves to play it safe. You know what I mean? They don't love to do nothing different. You know what I mean? So right now it's gonna be CM Punk and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And Roman Reigns is not scheduled to make another appearance until March. Which, he can do what he wants. It's in his contract, I guess. You know what I mean? So he can do what he wants. My confusion here is, so what is CM Punk supposed to do leading up to this pay-per-view? You know what I mean? So
they did the whole thing with now CM Punk and Finn Balor is going at it, which I don't really understand that because it's not like Finn Balor had like Finn Balor wasn't, screwed over and you know what I mean? None of that. You literally lost Queen in a one-on-one match with CM Punk. So I don't even understand why they're getting this whole rematch. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But we're getting a rematch. And I think it's very unnecessary, especially if CM Punk ends up retaining the title. Now, if they want to get, you know what I mean, a little with it, you know what I mean? They can have Finn Balor pull upset at the pay-per-view at Elimination Chamber, win the title. Everybody thinks that now, WrestleMania is going to be Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. And, you know what I mean? That Finn Balor is now the champion, so that means it's going to be Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. But then CM Punk asked for a rematch against Finn Balor, and CM Punk wants the title back, and it ends up being CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. I did get that idea from Bully Ray. Shout out to Bully Ray and the whole Busted Open Radio pause if needed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I wasn't mad at his suggestion. Now, the only thing about Finn Balor is that he's kind of bland. He's kind of like just there. You know what I mean? There's no umph to him. Now, if you convert over to the demon character, now we got something. You know what I mean? I think Finn Balor needs to, do a fire promo and talk about, you and Punk, you and Roman over there bitching about, the system, this, that, third, you know what I mean? The system been fucking me over because I won the title back in 2016. I ended up getting injured and never got my opportunity back to be at the top of the mountain. And y'all two just sit there and kiss Triple H's ass, blah, 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 and y'all get all these opportunities left and right. Boom. Now, that could be interesting. Then he converts over to the demon character, which he can do like a little vignette about that and say, the only way I can win this is being my true self. Then he goes into the demon character, blah, 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 blah. Now, that could necessarily work. But, yeah, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Roman first CM Punk at WrestleMania. What I think about it, it's kind of, you know what I mean? I think it's a dope matchup on paper, and Roman does bring the best out of everybody. I can say when as far as storytelling in the ring, you know what I mean. So that should be interesting, but I don't know. I think it's need to be a little bit more to the story than what we're actually seeing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what's what with that and everything like that when it gets there. WrestleMania tickets is sky high. I heard from a source that the tickets is damn near $700 for the nosebleed seats, which is crazy, bro. $700 for nosebleed seats is wild. It is fucking wild. $700 for nosebleed seats. It's crazy. It's crazy. Then you still gotta pay for a hotel. You still gotta pay for if you want to drive around Vegas, you gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for food. If you got a family of 4, you gotta pay for them. You know what I mean? That's you spending close to 6,000, 5,000, something like that for one fucking weekend.
Okay.
Around 10,000 for one fucking weekend. It's fucking crazy. I would never. I'm a wrestling fan, but $10,000 is in fucking insane. It's crazy. I don't think it was anywhere close to that back when I was growing up as far as WrestleMania tickets. And to see how greedy these people is in corporate America, especially in TKO, how greedy these people is for every single dollar is fucking ridiculous, especially in the economic system we in right now. It's crazy. 10 stacks for one weekend. Listen, that's wild work. That is wild fucking work. You know what I'm saying? So now we get the news that Braun Breaker is injured. And for those that don't know, Braun Breaker is the face of the Vision, so to speak. The group with Paul Heyman, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory. So Braun Breaker is hurt. So now they was already setting up for this Braun Breaker for Seth Rollins match. Allegedly. It's not set in stone that Seth Rollins is even cleared from his knee injury or ankle injury, right? My whole thing is this, right? First of all, when you're making any type of stable faction, you have to make that faction believable as a threat, number one. Number two, you have to give them momentum. And from out the gate, this whole Vision group had no fucking momentum whatsoever. And it's crazy. This showed me how biased WWE creative is, because they knew exactly what to do with the bloodline. But for some reason, they don't know what to fucking do with the Vision. It's not just the Vision. It's other groups too, other stables too, that they have no idea how to build the story with these people. And it's beyond me. And it's not, I'm not stupid. I know it's favoritism. You know what I mean? I know that's what's going on. It's nothing but favoritism because of the fact that the bloodline is what? It's the Rock's family, it's Samoan heritage. They've been dealing with the Samoans since the beginning of fucking wrestling. Okay? So, of course, they're going to make sure they get their push. Of course, they're going to make sure that they, are pushed correctly. But everybody else get pushed to the wayside. Everybody else, when it comes to being creative, nobody knows what the fuck to do. And it's crazy because it's the simplest thing to do. All right, y'all saw me book this stuff before. I'm not going to go back to booking with the Vision, but y'all get the gist. Like, it's not that hard to make a fucking wrestling story, okay? It's a beginning, it's a plot, it's an end. There you go. Now, from the rip, what is the Vision? What is the Vision? How you have a group named the Vision with no fucking vision? That's crazy. That's crazy. And then, so not only do y'all not know what to do with this damn Vision group, okay, y'all also don't know what to do with the women's division, which is crazy. So, Liv Morgan wins the Royal Rumble, right? Stephanie Van Kier, however you ever pronounce her name, is the champion. All right, they doing the whole thing with Liv Morgan, with her trying to decide what champion she going to challenge at WrestleMania. Is it going to be Stephanie Van Kier? Is it going to be Jade Cargill? Nobody knows, right? But we all know that Liv Morgan's going to pick Stephanie Van Kier, but also her partner in crime, Raquel Rodriguez, and her other partner in crime, Roxanne Perez, is looking to take the title away from Stephanie, right? And the story, it's so easy to write. It's not even funny. Only thing you have to do is have Stephanie drop the belt to Raquel Rodriguez, have Liv Morgan challenge Raquel Rodriguez at WrestleMania. You can add Roxanne Perez in the mix some way, somehow, as either a special referee or as another participant, make it like a triple threat style. So then you got infighting in the Judgment Day. My opinion, I think Liv Morgan should win at WrestleMania, win the women's title and everything like that. And here goes the Liv Morgan era. You know what I mean? Because when Naomi comes back, she's gonna get the whole baby face reaction. So y'all don't gotta make her heel or face. You can keep Naomi like as a tweener or in between or whatsoever, and do it that way. You know what I mean? Because I think Naomi has exactly what it takes to be a much bigger star than she's being presented as at this moment. I don't know what's going on with Bianca Belair. Why she haven't been on TV. They're saying it's a finger injury, but this is the longest finger injury in history. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know when Bianca Belair is going to return or if she's going to return at WrestleMania. But if she does, we all know it's going to be Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. And they have my vote. Y'all hear me? They have my vote to main event WrestleMania Night 1. Because these two, come on, man. This is like the female version of Rock and Triple H to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hear a lot of criticism about Jade Cargill, how she can't cut a promo, how she can't do this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, she's doing great. You know what I mean? If she claims she can't talk, the minimum of talking she's doing is good for what and how she's being presented. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. But we're going to see as time moves forward. We're going to see as time moves forward, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as Brock Lesnar, man, Brock's supposed to return, I think, March 23rd. At the Atlanta, Georgia Raw or whatever. I think Brock and the Oba family is the match you should book. You know what I mean? They obviously is pushing for Oba family to be the next best thing. No pun intended. You know what I mean? And I think booking Brock Lesnar versus Oba Finley at WrestleMania is the way to go. Now, should this match be long? No, not at all. It should be at least 7 to 10 minutes, in my opinion. You know what I mean? 10 minutes is maybe a little bit too long. But for somebody that never wrestled in a ring, I think 7 to 10 minutes is a good time for that particular match. I feel like Oba Finley should go over in that match because, you know, he's somebody new, you know what I mean? And you got to make an impact early, in my opinion. And having Oba Finley beat Brock Lesnar, like, he got to dominate Brock Lesnar. It got to be something so shocking. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he got to, you know, dominate Brock and destroy him. So I feel like Oba Finley got all the tools needed to be a big star in WWE. You know what I mean? As far as the Chris Jericho thing, Chris Jericho, it's been rumored to death that he's supposed to come back to WWE. And I got this strange feeling that he's not coming back to WWE. Now, will he go to TNA? Maybe. Will he stay in AEW? Maybe. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't think Chris Jericho is coming back to WWE. I really don't think so. I mean, for what? What do we need to come back to WWE to do? For what? In the feud with who? You know what I mean? He's old as shit. You know what I'm saying? If they want to put him in like some type of general manager type of role, then that's cool. But as far as having him wrestle, you know, he ain't got no 5-star matches in his bag no more. Like, all them days is over with. You know what I mean? And I'm just speaking from what I saw in AEW, you know what I mean, alone. You know what I mean? That I don't think he got, you know, a 5-star match in his bag. I don't think he can provide good matches like that no more. You know what I mean? Because I don't know the last great Chris Jericho match there was in the last 3 years. You know what I mean? And then another thing, when Jericho went to AEW, was it shocking? Yes. But after a while, yeah, I'm a punch on AEW as well. I'm gonna get to AEW in a second. But Chris Jericho is just for nostalgia purposes. You know what I mean? If you want to bring him to like if you want to use him like they used the Undertaker, you know what I mean, as like a WrestleMania pop moment, you know what I mean, then yeah, I guess you can use Chris Jericho. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's necessarily needed on the WWE roster, especially when you got all these up and coming stars, you know, like Oba Finley, I mentioned, Trick Williams, Javon Evans, all these new fresh talent, and to bring in another old talent just makes no sense at this point. You know what I mean? What are you gonna bring him back for? Just for Gunther to retire him? I mean, I guess if you, man, that, you know, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't think, you know, Jericho is a good investment. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, even now let's go to AEW, right? AEW, they had a good run from like 2019 to 2022, maybe. I'll give them that. 2019 to 2022, right? And then 23, 24, 25 was pretty mid to me. And they're only mid because of the fact that they have no creative whatsoever, right? They got this nerdy nigga up here, Tony Khan, that does nothing. You don't know how to make stories that, you know what I mean? He hasn't brought a casual audience, one casual audience. Even the people I'm speaking to right now about AEW have no clue what the fuck AEW is, who the fuck is on there. Well, they probably know, you know, Edge is there and Christian is there, Jericho is there, this person, that person. But as far as like the stars they need to know, like the Kenny Omegas and the MJFs and the Orange Cassidys and the Kyle Fletchers and the Adam Page and Adam Cole, you know what I mean? All them guys, I'm pretty sure they're not familiar with them. And it's crazy because of the fact that AEW is supposed to be the alternative wrestling company, right? And I think they lost their identity once Cody left, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens when you got too many chefs in the kitchen, in my opinion. You know what I mean? The biggest star they got over in AEW right now is MJF. You know what I'm saying? He's the only one that stands out and continues to stand out. Because the Young Bucks, to me, is pretty played out. Pretty played out to me. You know what I mean? Thank you. Yeah, they're pretty played out, pretty mid. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, man, trap. You know what I mean? He was spending money. Yeah, he don't know what the fuck to do, man. He just sitting there spending, wasting bread, just spending money, not knowing what the fuck going on, man. You know what I mean? And that shit is crazy. Like, that shit is crazy. For him to not know how to book fucking wrestlers is crazy. Personally, especially in 2020, 2026, it's kind of crazy. Hello? Wrong. Yeah, especially in 2026. I don't know how. Like, how the fuck you can't book somebody like an MJF? You know what I'm saying? Right now, they doing this whole, oh, this person could be a contender. That person could be a contender. Oh, look at Swerve Strickland. He's doing real good. He could be a contender for this title. And it's like, y'all know this is not a story, right? Y'all just doing a story of potential contenders for this title. That is not a story. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens. That's what happens when you got no creative control and nobody to direct you how to make stories. You know what I mean? You got somebody like Jeff Jarrett on your roster that you could utilize as creative. You know what I'm saying? That in my opinion did very well in TNA, in the beginning stages of TNA. Yeah, I mean, of course you got help with the visual shows and stuff, but he's an excellent wrestler, man. you got to utilize the talent that you got. You know what I'm saying? And what Tony Khan is doing, in my opinion, is like buying a bunch of wrestling figures and making them wrestle. You know what I'm saying? He's going for the more of the dream matches bag than actually making a story. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that that Kenny Omega and Okada should be a match that people are just like, cool, that happened. You know what I mean? Especially how big that match was in Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. You only got maybe 1, 2, 3 standout stars in your company. And that's a bad job. Because you had the Hardy Boys. You had you had the Hardy Boys. You had listen, y'all had a bunch of niggas, man. Y'all had a bunch of niggas to make this company something dope. You know what I mean? It don't gotta necessarily be a threat to WWE. And that's another thing. That's where all these companies go wrong at. It's trying to compete with WWE. If you go in there with the mindset of, you know what, I'm just gonna write decent television. I'm gonna make sure I write fire stories that get the people intrigued, that want to keep people going to see my product. I'm going to focus on bringing a casual audience to my product. That's the type of mindset you go in with building a company. You know what I mean? He said that's why Cornette be shitting on him. Yeah, man. Because they be over here fucking wilding, man. You know what I mean? They ain't got no sense of nothing. Like, no sense of, like, direction of any wrestling character. You know what I mean? What made the Attitude Era fire, in my opinion, is that you had all these people, right? All of these people had a story. All these people had a character that made sense. You had the Austin McMahon shit that kept the show going, right? You had the Austin McMahon shit. Stone Cold would come out, do some fuck shit to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon would go, you know what I mean, get his lick back in the middle of the show. And then by the end of the show, everybody is at the edge of their seat seeing what Stone Cold gonna spin the block and do to Vince McMahon next. That was compelling television. And then between that, you got, you know, the Undertaker and Kane feud. You got DX wilding. You got Val Venus doing Val Venus shit. You got, you know what I mean, the Godfather with the hoes. You got broad panty matches. You know what I mean? You got all this stuff that keeps people intrigued and locked in to the product, man. Yeah, even Billy and Chuck had a story, man. You know what I mean? It was nasty work, but they had a story nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like all the like, it's not hard to make a wrestling product get lit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. And then y'all like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could have did a spinoff to the Bloodline. You know what I mean? Y'all could have been hired maybe a Jacob Fatu, or, you know what I mean, a Zilla Fatu or something. You know what I mean? You got all the I mean, capitalize on the bloodline shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You ain't even got necessarily caught on the bloodline. You just hire, sign a few, you know what I mean, up and comers from the bloodline family tree. You know what I mean? Give them a group name, and niggas gonna know what it is. You know what I mean? Then you got this whole, this whole, thing of oh, the bloodline's taking over AEW. Now you got the bloodline taking over WWE. You know what I mean? You could have piggyback off that story in a unique, different way. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? What I know. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting here talking to y'all, so I must not know nothing then. You know what I mean? So Westside Gun got a good promotion. Yeah, I heard Westside Gun got a fire promotion, man. I heard he was interested in buying TNA too, man. You know what I mean? I think that'll be dope. It'll definitely give TNA a new book and a new vibe to it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But if AEW was smart, first of all, AEW got too many fucking title belts. Like, way too many fucking title belts, man. If they narrow that shit down to the TNT title, the AEW World Heavyweight title, the tag team titles, the women's title, and the women's tag team titles, they would be fine. They would be fine. You know what I mean? But they got like 18 fucking titles that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, the only reason why I give a fuck about the TNT title recently is because of Tommaso Ciampa. You know what I mean? Him winning the TNT title, and that made me care a little bit. But they just put the belt right back on what's his name, on Kyle Fletcher anyway. You know what I mean? Which I fuck with Kyle Fletcher. I think he had a decent chance of being a top tier champion in the company. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the only reason why I cared about the TNT title. So right now, only thing I'm interested is this World Heavyweight Championship situation, kind of, sort of. And I'm only interested because MJF got the title. So, you know what I mean? I'm only there for the MJF promos and all that shit. The MJF has been carrying AEW on his back for years. You know what I mean? And that's why I do kind of want to see MJF versus Kenny Omega. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that MJF could simply just be like this to Kenny Omega. Like, yo, I'm the one who carried this company. You know what I mean? When you was doing flips in Japan, I was the one carrying this company. When you was getting hurt and injured, I was still the one carrying this company. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm more important. I'm more of a draw than you could ever be in this company. You know what I mean? He can get in that bag. And that's why I'm interested in the MJF Kenny Omega stuff. Because now that's a story you could tell. You know what I mean? And then y'all can, find out when Kenny Omega's contract is going to be up. And MJF can make a stipulation like, listen, if I beat you, you leave this company. You know what I mean? Because we don't even need you no more to begin with. You know what I mean? You're trash. All thing you do is flip and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? You could barely cut a promo. You're useless in this company. So when I beat you, you're going to hit the door. You're going to pack your bags and you're going to say goodbye to AEW and all your elite friends. Blah, blah, blah. Now that's a story. That's a fucking story. Okay? Tony Khan, you can use this idea if you're listening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's a fucking story. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna see. We gonna see, man. You said Trick and over Philly is super over. Yeah, man. They listen, man. It's super over, man. You know why they super over? Because they got that aura about them. You know what I mean? They look like superstars. They dress like superstars. They look apart. You know what I mean? But they sitting there worried about Sami Zayn and shit. And let's talk about Sami Zayn while we at it. Sami Zayn opportunity came and went once the Bloodline story was over with. Once the Bloodline story was over with, so was Sami Zayn. Okay? All right? We don't need to put no fucking heavyweight title on this cab driving looking nigga. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's another thing. All these wrestlers and shit with they fucking nut-ass dreams and shit. And then the fans be like, oh my God, Sami Zayn does deserve it. I mean, he's been dreaming for this since day one. Well, you know what I dreamed about growing up? I dreamed about being a basketball player. Did that happen? No. Okay? I have a bunch of people getting behind me saying, you know what? Give D-Money a chance, man. Give him a chance in the NBA, man. He deserves it. His opportunity is now, man. Give him a shot, man. You know what I mean? Give him a push in the NBA. Let him get at least a 25-point game. Nobody's saying that for me. You know why? Because reality is sometimes your dreams happen and sometimes it don't. Okay? And we don't need to see Sami Zayn win shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't want to see Sami Zayn as champion for what? Because he cut a promo talking about his son. Asked him why he don't got a World Heavyweight Championship. Well, in my opinion, his son sounds a little ungrateful to me. Because he will at least won the Intercontinental Championship and the Tag Team Championship. So, it's not like he never was the champion. So basically his son saying, yo, man, my pop ain't shit because he ain't win the big title. He ain't win the World Heavyweight title. You know what I mean? If I was Sami Zayn, I would have told my son, I would have said, first of all, you pay no bills in this house. I'm on the road busting my ass 365 days a year. You know what I mean? So unless you want to play rent around this motherfucker, don't ask me about what title I should get and why I didn't get it. You know what I mean? You sit there and do your damn homework. Did you do your homework yet? I mean, that's what I would have said. You know what I'm saying? Got the nerve to tell me what championship I want. Get the fuck out of here, man. That's what I would have told the little nigga, man. Yo, man, you paid the bills in this house, man? Know what I mean? Since you want to talk about championship belts, man, let's see that report card, man. Know what I mean? Let's see how many A's you got since you want to talk about championship belts. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? That's what I would have said. It wouldn't be no cut, no promo on SmackDown. I would have set that nigga straight from the rip. You know what I mean? Sami Zayn is a soft-ass parent, man. That's all that means. That's all I got out of that promo. Is Sami Zayn is just a soft-ass parent, man. And you can see it all in his face, man. Listen. Let me tell y'all this, man. How about this, man? If we in a bar, know what I mean? How you like your fade chances against Sami Zayn, man? If you bumped into Sami Zayn in the bar, and it's one of those nights where you're like, yo, bro, I'm you know what I mean? I'm getting lit, and I'm going to wow out on whoever the fuck gets in my way next. And Sami Zayn pulls up and say, what's up? Are you thinking twice about teeing off on Sami Zayn? I know you'll think twice about teeing off on Brock Lesnar, but would you think twice about teeing off on Sami Zayn? And for people that don't know who Sami Zayn is, let me show y'all, man. Let me show y'all who Sami Zayn is, man. I mean, hold on. I mean, because I want y'all to make sure. I mean, hold on. I mean, Hold on. Here we go. Come on, bitch. Come on, you're fucking up my rollout. All right, here we go. Boom. All right, man. I mean, y'all scared of a nigga that look like this, man? Know what I mean? Y'all scared of a nigga that look like this? Get the fuck out of here, man. Know what I mean? Why he ain't got no shirt on, man? That's crazy, man. Know what I mean? Pull up a picture with shirt on, man. That was crazy. I mean, here we go. I mean, yeah, man. Y'all scared of a nigga that look like this, man? Come on, man. He look like a troll account, man. He look like somebody that's behind a troll account, nigga. Know what I mean? You see this nigga at the bar, man? Is you thinking twice about stealing off on this nigga? Huh? Get the fuck out of here, man. This nigga deserve a championship. Get the fuck out of here, man. This nigga's sweet, man. Know what I mean? This the nigga that deserve a championship? This the nigga y'all getting behind, man? Nigga, you look like somebody that'll serve you at Starbucks, man. Hello, sir. Can I take your order? Would you like the special for the day? How would you like your espresso today, sir? You like one of those niggas, man. He look like a nigga off Game of Thrones. He look like a nigga that wrote Game of Thrones, man. And this is a nigga that should be your champion, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. This nigga pussy, man. This nigga stone cold pussy, man. Know what I mean? And Sami Zayn, man, you know what I mean? Listen, dog. You deserve to be right where you at, man. Right there in the fucking mid-tier, man. Right there is a mid-carder, man. That's exactly where you deserve to be at, man. You know what I mean? Y'all want to see him be a world champion, man? Go to fucking, know what I mean? Tell that nigga to go to ROH or something, man. You know what I mean? That's where he could be a world champion at. Over there at the fucking cruiserweight land. You know what I mean? That's where he can be a world champion at, man. He can't go to the major leagues and be a world champion, man. Nobody believes this fuck nigga to be a fucking champion. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? His only chance and last chance was against Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. You know what I mean? And they didn't decide to put the bet on him then. And then they didn't decide to put the bet on him last month when he fought against Drew McIntyre. You know why? Because he's not world heavyweight championship material at all, nigga. This nigga is a fucking manager at Starbucks, man. You know what I mean? This the nigga you get to do your taxes, man. This ain't no world champion at all, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Know what I'm saying? I mean, with that being said, man, this is not enough wrestling, man. You know what I mean? Tune into the next episode, man, where, you know what I mean? I got to start grinding these wrestlers up, man. You know what I mean? All these people that y'all hype up to be like next champion and all that shit, I need to start grinding these niggas the fuck up. Just some of y'all picks be crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Put Sami Zayn in a fucking blender, man. This nigga is not worth it, dog. Look at this nigga, man. Just look at this nigga. You look like a substitute sick teacher, man. Sorry, guys. Mr. Finley is not in today, so I'll be filling in for him today. My name is Sami Zayn. Tyrone, can you take your earphones out? We're here to everybody. Man, fuck out of here. Oh, yeah, I'll slap the shit out your nut ass, nigga. Fuck out of here, pussy. And then he goes back to, you know what I mean? Wow, that was some choice words you used there, Tyrone. Man, this nigga ain't no fucking, you know what I mean? This ain't no fucking threat, man. You know what I mean? Slap the shit out of this fuck ass nigga, man. Sammy fucking Zayn is champion, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Not enough wrestling, man. I'll get at y'all next week, man. With a next episode of Not Enough Wrestling, man. Sammy fucking Zayn. Ridiculous, man. Yuck.